The world we live in today is sick and in dear need of healing. Our world is headbound by the disease of poverty, unemployment, and hunger. People are giving into drugs. Homes are breaking up. Leaders are failing the lead, and some people in the midst of hopelessness and depression are contemplating suicide. There is no denying that amidst abundance, our continent is the hotbed for malaria and typhoid, HIV and AIDS, conflict and wars. 379 million brothers and sisters of ours goes to bed hungry, without food, without shelter, and without clean water. We have the highest infant mortality rate and the lowest life expectancy. As day breaks and night falls, it is becoming much more obvious that things are getting out of hands. And until we resolve to do something, and until we resolve to act accordingly, nothing is going to change. But the good news is, there is a solution to all of these problems. God has already provided a solution to these problems, and the solution is you. The solution is me. God provided you and me to effect a change. God provided you to effect a change in your immediate environment. He deposited right inside of you ideas, potentials, talents, skills, abilities, and know-how. All of these things we are not giving to you that they might remain dormant and useless right inside of you. God gave them to you that you might effectively maximize and utilize these potentials, these skills, and this know-how to make life better for His children, for His sons and daughters on the surface of the earth. The things that you have currently, the potential that you have currently, the know-how that you have, the resources and the blessings of the Lord upon your life, we are not giving to you that you might become a sole custodian of these things. God placed them right inside of you. God gave them to you that you might use them to make life better, richer, and fuller for His sons and daughters on the surface of the earth. But today, some persons would rather prefer to bless the graveyards with the potential, with the skill, with the ability, with the know-how that God has deposited right inside of them. Today, somebody is giving into drugs because you have refused to use your potential of counseling to talk sense right inside someone. Today, somebody is contemplating suicide because you've graciously refused to use your ability to advise and to counsel and to properly position an erring brother or a sister in the right path. Today, a child is being abused, and many more are at the verge of being abused because you refuse to stand up for justice. You've refused to remain to speak up for the poor when you ought to. And today, many are hungry, many are unemployed, and many are sick because you've decided to monopolize the skills, the abilities, and the know-how that God has placed right inside of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the ideas that you have right inside of you, your resources, your potentials, your skills, your abilities, your know-how, all of these things we are not giving to you that you might use them for yourself alone. God gave them to you that you might use it to bless the world and to make the world a better place for His sons and daughters. Mother Teresa of Calcutta once says, "Worry not about feeding the whole world, but instead worry about feeding one person. Just one person. Because if you resolve, if you make it a point of duty to feed one person, and if I make it a point of duty to feed one person, and if the other person makes it a point of duty to feed one person, before you know, we'll feed the whole world." Before you know, our world will not know hunger. Before you know, our world will be a better place for everyone. So don't wait until you have something magnificent before you can stand up for what is right. Don't wait until you have heaven and earth before you can do something. With the little that you have currently, with the little idea that you have, with the potential that you have currently, you can champion a program of social uplift. You can stand for change, and you can effect a change right from your immediate environment. Nothing happened by accident, and God does not create things by accident. There is a purpose for you and for me, and there is a purpose for which you exist and a purpose for which I exist as well. God has a reason for making you an indigene of your family. God has a reason for making you an indigene of your state, of your country, and even of your continent. God made no mistake by making you a citizen of your state or of your country. There is a vacuum that you have to fill. There is a problem that you alone can provide solution to. So please do not bless the graveyard with your potential. That thing that God has placed right inside of you, I encourage you today to use it to make life better for your fellow man in your immediate environment on the surface of the earth. Only by so doing will we be able to make this world a conducive place for us to live in. Enough of sitting down and being silent. Enough of being idle. Enough of feeling I am not concerned. It does not concern me. It does concern you, because injury to one is injury to all. If you do not resolve this day to speak for the poor, if you do not resolve to give your brother hope, chances are that either now or later in the nearest future, your inaction of today will impede the possibility of other children, of other generations, from becoming what they ought to become. Arise, O citizens of the universe, and let us act, and let us take action, and let us do something now that we can, because we may not have the privilege to pass this world a second time.